Hey everybody, here is a video about how to spice up your solos. If you have already kind of gotten the scale, the major scale and the deviations down and are working on some tunes and finding some nice melodies, then maybe you're wondering what's next. What's the next thing I can practice? Maybe I'm already at the point I can play a solo on, we'll do say Stellar by Starlight, and I can do it in all the positions. What else can I do to be a better soloist? Soloist, solo-esque, whatever they call it. Here's some tips. Here are some devices you can use that can give you some interesting variations in your solo. So we'll just go through them. The first one are arpeggios. Arpeggios basically are playing every other note of a scale. That's a very simple definition, but it seems to work. So that's every other note of a scale instead of playing all the way up. So you can make lots of different little licks and melodies using those. You can also mix a arpeggio with some stepwise notes. Something like it's just a very simple arpeggio and a couple stepwise notes. So arpeggios are pretty cool, and I start on the root there, but you can start wherever you want to start. They sound great. Let's just leave it there. Passing notes. Then we are using wrong notes, but we're making them sound right. So passing note is the note in between two notes of the scale. So for example, something like. So it's a great way to add some extra color in your solos. The next one is upper neighbor notes. Now an upper neighbor note is basically hitting the note a half step above where you're going to go. So something like, and that's from the top. So you'd have an upper neighbor note. It's another wrong note, but you can make it work. A lower neighbor note is the exact opposite. You just go below the note and up. It's fairly simplistic, but you're adding a lot of color just with those two simple things. The next one is what is next? Encircling notes. An encircling note is hitting the note on either side of your target note. So say you want to play this note, you can play. So both those notes are wrong, but you can easily hear how it resolves. So that's a nice one. Delayed resolution, which is using one of these devices, but not resolving right away. Like if I was playing, and whether I took a break or whether I played something else in the meantime, either way, it would be a delayed resolution to where you're going. So if I'm playing something like I played it twice there, so it kind of stole it, but I did it again. But you get what I'm saying. You can play little things that that don't really go where you think they might go right away, but eventually you get there and it sounds good. Yeah, those are some good starting points, I think. Ta-da! You can just add a few of those simple little things and really get some nice variation in your solo. So, happy jamming. Have a good night or morning.